Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's the Manga Panel Podcast. Today we have Bo,
What's going on,
Aiden,
guys?
and Trent, and me.
Hello.
All four of us.
That's
It's
a
been a
rare
while.
sight.
It's
It's
been
like 2 months.
Yeah, it's been a while
It's been
since
a
we had
minute.
Full House.
It really has.
I love the American sitcom Full House.
Yeah.
Fuller House. We
Yeah.
get a fifth member.
It's great. Fuller House.
Maybe someday if someone wants to make that. I don't know. But today's issue is interesting to say the least, and we also got lots and lots of news to talk about. So before we get into all of that, what was everyone's favorite chapter this week? Start with Bo.
Don't start with me.
Okay. Start with someone who has theirs ready.
I'll go. I think it was Blue Box for me. Blue Box was
Blue
awesome.
Box? Okay,
That's a good
yeah.
choice. Good choice.
Okay.
Let me look at the. Oh yeah, Blue Box was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Blue Box was amazing. What about you, Aiden?
It's a tough one. I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go with Witch Watch this week. It was incredible. It was very, very good.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say Undead Unluck this week. Awesome.
Ooh.
Awesome chapter.
Solid.
After some reflection, because we're recording once again at the end of the week, I'm gonna go Jujutsu Kaisen. I was excited reading this manga.
Yeah.
That's not something that happens every week, so that was
Definitely-
nice.
Yeah, right. Right. Okay, well, I mean, everyone knows everyone's favorite chapter, so that's good. I mean, I feel like every week at least one of us just like has to think, mostly me. But as for the rankings, we have PPPPP with the lead color page. Wait, is that this week or is that
Yeah, it's this week.
that is this week? Okay.
It's not the cover of the magazine, but it is lead color,
Lead
which is
color.
weird.
Yeah, that is a little bit weird.
They
It's
don't
like,
trust
wait, I
PPP to
remember-
sell magazines, I guess.
I guess not, because I did not remember a PPP like cover at all.
Yeah.
Then we got Sakamoto Days, Jujutsu Kaisen, which actually has the cover. Mashele, Witch Watch at number 5. That's kind of crazy. My Hero Academia, Blue Box, Akane Banashi, a one-shot Tonari no Osogawa, me and Roboco at number 10, Tokyo Demon Bride Story, The Elusive Samurai at number 12, Ginka and Gluna, still not quite ranked, but it's sticking pretty close to Demon Bride. Another one-shot, Kiniku Tante, HunterxHunter at 15, Mission Yozakura Family, and rounding up the bottom 3, we have Undead Unluck, which is a real shame, Black Clover, not as big a shame, but still quite a shame, and then High School Family Kokosei at the bottom rung. How do we want to tackle this? Do we want to talk about the fact that one or two or a few of these series are probably going to be ending really soon to make way for more, or
Well, I kind of think that's how we should open with High School Family. I think
Yeah.
this is probably dead meat. It's
Dude,
been awful
possibly.
recently.
It's been
I don't.
yeah,
I don't understand what happened. Those first 100 chapters are honestly like really solid.
like
Mm.
But to be fair, that's only 8 chapters. That's not like enough to like say,
Yeah,
oh, the
no,
series is
it
dead.
is.
It could fix itself, but when we know we're getting 4 new series in the magazine next month or this month, which we'll talk about later, kind of makes you think there might be something going on here.
yeah.
Also, it's like a comedy manga that can kind of just end whenever.
Yeah,
it
it
wants.
really can.
Right.
And this school trip feels like it's trying to bring a lot to the surface right now. Like clearly they're trying to like speed ramp the fucking romances and stuff. This chapter was definitely funnier than previous chapters have been, but still, that being said, this is not on par with any brand of the series has been at its best. So It's just
this is issue 49 on right now, right? Because I think the new series start out in 50.
Yes.
no,
So no-
this is 48. This is 48.
Okay, then maybe it's next issue or something. But
Yeah.
that we already know like there's like 2 or 3 open slots right now, right? Is that
There's
how it typically
3.
goes?
There's
3?
3 at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we know like one of them is going to be ending soon.
3, assuming we count Ruby Dragon as not in the magazine anymore,
Right.
because I think
Yeah.
it's safe to assume that's going to Jump Plus. Yeah.
So I mean, if you guys had to pick, I guess High School Family Kokosei would be it then.
This is definitely the obvious one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think this is definitely like a shoe-in for leaving the magazine. Like it's just not doing what it should be or could be doing, and so that I feel like just immediately puts it on the poll for being axed.
It's also just already had a good run. I mean, 100 chapters is fine. That's
It
yeah,
was solid.
more than
Like,
enough time in the magazine.
and
That's
there
2
wasn't
years.
like much substance to it to begin with. Like, it is just purely a gag manga at the end of the day.
But that's the thing,
There's
like it was
no-
trying to add substance, like these last few chapters, especially.
It should not have done
It's
that.
only
Yeah.
substance.
and it's like,
Shit got deep as hell, losing the wedding ring and shit.
yeah,
It's
I
like
just
getting
like,
deep.
That was kind of cute though. I liked
It was
it.
cute,
It was
and
cute.
that's the thing. I don't even like dislike just like these story chapters, but it's not funny, and I got hooked because it was funny. Now it's
Yeah.
just telling an actual story when they didn't build up these characters enough for me to actually care about like their feelings.
I'm more just watching it.
Yeah, and what's up
happen.
with like the right, like when they're trying to add like romance into it too, with like the one chick with the glasses. I forget her name. We're really bad with names, but
I don't think you can blame yourself
The
on that one.
vice president.
Yeah.
the vice president. Yeah, that one. We'll call her Kaguya because like that's a thing.
Sure. Pour
Aiden.
salt on the wound.
They're
Yeah.
basically the same romance
Asshole.
series. This might actually be better.
Okay. That's crazy.
That might be a little bit.
That is an awful thing to say.
But what the hell?
I can't stand by that one.
Poor Aiden. I'm so sorry, dude. But yeah, it was cute. But we're here for laughs. We're not really here for the cute stuff. That's something like other series do great, like Blue Box and all that. Get into that later. So yeah, if this one was the first one to go out, I think it'd be the easiest to sell out, like we've already said, and nobody's really gonna miss it that much, right?
No.
Mm.
It'll-
No, I'm
it'll-
happy.
It's a
It's
nice
one less
read,
thing I
but-
had to catch up on.
Oh, nice. And I want Yozakura to end, so I don't have to finish it.
Dude, it'd be
Please.
crazy
I-
if
it might-
Yozakura
It
gets
honestly
out
might just
first.
end.
Undead Unluck, please end 3 chapters. I'm begging you.
If it
Like,
does
I
end in 3
wouldn't be
chapters, they better be the
surprised.
most wild chapters ever, dude. Like
It sounds like it's been wild.
it has been. It has been. But before jumping to that, let's talk about Black Clover, I guess.
I guess.
What is
Here's the
there to
thing
talk
with-
about?
Here's the thing with Black Clover, like they're doing interesting things, or at least on the surface they should be interesting.
Mm.
But reading it weekly, I have to say, it's not very fun to like
It's
dive
awful
into.
weekly.
It's just
No.
kind of I enjoy reading it. I never don't enjoy reading Black Clover, but I also don't really care that much. It's just like a nice read. I don't know. They're doing all this stuff with Yami, and we know that's just not going to be true.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
Probably.
right now, it's just like, well,
Yeah.
her design's cool with her cloak, black.
Yeah,
warrior
her
robe,
samurai
that
armor
thick.
with the Oni mask is really
Yeah.
cool. And like
It
the
feels like it's a
crescent
devil
wing
possession
thing.
almost, though, doesn't it? Like
Yeah, it's all
what?
black.
Yeah. Well, it's
Like
Dark
what,
Jutsu, which is their name for magic. So,
Right.
but it seems like this whole nation might have dark magic, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Unless this is just like Yami's family kind of thing. But I don't know. It's really weird.
I just think that's kind of cool that they like kind of reference each other. Like we've seen Yami do this stuff, but it's like the sister's almost better in most cases.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
The sister does feel more powerful than him, but
Yami's also kind of a bum though. So
he is
Right.
well.
I feel like we still haven't seen like his true max. Like,
Sexy mom.
Yeah.
like you have to think about like where this is going. I think it's gonna be revealed like he left the village at like an early age, but he's been here the entire time, like learning all the secrets of her clan. So
yeah,
that could be
I could see that.
something. And he only learned like the basic stuff, like the dark cloakless slash that we've seen him use before, and key sensing or whatever the heck it is.
I mean, hey, they're already set up for an awesome moment when they like meet together again and they like work
Mm.
together, and then he like
Yeah.
learns something from her. That's gonna be awesome.
That's gonna be sick. Yeah, totally. And I mean, Asta's here. He's gonna learn some stuff too, probably. And this is just kind of following what he's done before. I mean, Yami's taught him a lot of stuff in the past, and let's face it, that's kind of where he got most of his training. I feel,
Right.
So to see that kind of continue on in the family, he's teaching him stuff. Asta's kind of adopted now, kind of.
Yeah.
He's inducted into whatever they got going on. It's cool.
Yeah, it's
Still
cool.
want
it's
to see more from the other cast though. Like
I was gonna
that's
say,
what
show us the Black Bulls, please. All I want.
I do this arc kind of reminds me of when Asta was doing the like learning Devil Union from Noct,
Mm.
and like that was like really cool conceptually. It's kind of like the same problem where like it's really cool to think about, but it's not like reading it. I'm not necessarily super excited.
Right. No, I get it. I'm here for most of the other cast. I'm not really here for Asta anymore.
Yeah,
It's cool,
That's
but
Yeah.
you know,
Also
I'd
think
give us
worth
some...
saying, don't really care that it's at the bottom because it doesn't matter. Black Clover's not getting canceled.
Yeah, it's not.
It really,
it's
if
not.
anything's gonna be at the bottom, this is good because we know it's not gonna get canceled. So
yeah.
Unless the author gets like rushed to finish it or something, which I don't see happening.
Yeah, I don't see that either.
I won't disrespect him that
Especially
much.
after like that 3-year hiatus they got, he is good.
3 years.
3 month.
3
Oh,
months,
okay.
right? 3 months.
I was like, when
sorry.
did that happen?
When did that happen?
Um,
I was thinking I haven't been gone that long.
yeah, no, definitely not. Don't worry, Trent. You weren't in a coma for 3 years. Absolutely not.
Wake up.
Okay. So, any
Is
other
it
thoughts?
Key and Unluck time?
Key and Unluck.
Yeah.
Key and Unluck.
The last remaining series that you alone read.
Pretty much. I mean, because none of you guys even want to read it. Let's be real.
I do.
I do actually, because the first 5 chapters were actually way more interesting than I thought they would be. I just don't get around to it because I'm doing school.
Yeah, I'm very much
Yeah.
not in a manga reading phase at the moment. So
Focus.
I'm in
Yeah,
a
no,
One
I can
Piece
see
reading
you, dude.
phase.
You're out here grinding. I see you. Don't worry. But yeah, let's see. So this chapter we kind of get a little bit more of what we got last chapter. We got Thuko coming in. She's kind of meeting this person that's been writing the manga that's been like reflecting what happens in reality. You know, kind of like telling her what's gonna go happen and all that stuff. Takes her on this little adventure, and we get some cool like panels. Thuko's definitely grown up since like the very first chapter, and you can tell from like just how she speaks this like young person, just tells her like she's gonna be a manga artist, and it's kind of funny. She says, "I'm gonna be a manga artist." Yep, but you're gonna be a shoujo manga artist. And then it's like, even though I'm a Jump reader right now, so that's kind of neat. Then she just kind of tells her like more of what's going on. She gets to reminiscing about Andy and where he is. Kind of tells like why they haven't met up yet. It's been like years, and it's because he left like this message for her on this like stone near where the table dropped. I don't know what it's called. I forget. Like the round table that they all sit at. He left a note for her, like telling her that what he's gonna do. He's basically going around collecting all the artifacts and stuff. He's like, we gotta hurry up. We gotta get prepared. So he's doing his own thing, and then she's gonna be collecting all the negators, like all the people from like the previous time loop. But she's gonna try and get all of them so she can assemble basically the Avengers of negators, right? Everyone, she's gonna get everyone on their side, and it's for the final showdown because this is the 101st loop. This is the final chance that they're gonna get, and it's just for a good fight altogether. It kind of shows a brief flash of where everyone is currently, what they're up to. So we're really just gonna see her go and do all that. Hopefully, it doesn't take a ton of chapters to get through all that noise, but it's setting up for a good arc, good final arc. I'm interested. I'm invested. Give me more. All right. Let's talk about Mission Yozakura. What do we got?
Last week I gave Yozakura hell, but this
oh
week,
yeah,
people were mad. But
was funny.
This week it was actually like genuinely like I'm not even going back on what I'm saying. Like I still think last week's chapter was kind of doo doo bum bum, but this week's chapter was really good. I was like, this is the action that I actually genuinely enjoy from Yozakura. And I was like, okay, here
It's
we
just
go.
Kyotaro. Kyotaro's so goated.
Kyotaro is really, he really does carry
He
the fight.
carries the fucking series.
And it's just action too. And I was like, I was way more interested. But then again, also the entire point of last chapter meant nothing because
It did mean
back.
nothing, and it did
doubled
piss me
back.
off.
And I was like, okay, see that just made it. They literally just like they went through the whole chapter to get him out of the mind control, and then they just said, just kidding. He's back under mind control. And I said, what? How do you had to spend a whole chapter getting him out of mind control?
Momo's just goated like
how
that.
do you
man.
level? How do you go higher from that? Is it gonna be 5 chapters to get him out of mind control? 2? I don't know. What
Can
the
we
fuck they're
get
gonna
much higher?
do. The One Piece is real. But yeah. But it was much better.
It was good, and towards the end it was kind of neat. Neat paneling. I love when he goes all out for these kinds of things.
His art's awesome, actually. Like this series, like for as inconsistent as it is interesting that like you don't hear many people talk about it because it is the perfect amount of mid. I think it is
Perfect
awesome.
amount of mid. I mean, that's a
the most
good way to
accurate
describe it.
description.
I think this chapter is a good example of what Yozakura can really be, and I think it's very fine. I think when it really pushes itself, it can have really good action and characters, and I think
It's a
that's
fun
where
series
I enjoy
in
it.
general.
But I think there definitely is some really low moments with Yozakura that I just like. It is definitely a struggle to get through at points. But that being said, it's not a terrible series, and it definitely holds its place in Jump. But I don't think it'll be no Hall of Famer anytime soon.
Something that I do like about the final page. You can really tell that these people are siblings in this spread. Like they actually look like brothers and sisters. It's really cool.
That's a good point. No, I do like it. Their character designs feel like, I guess, like
They definitely have good
enough
character
where they
design.
that you can tell their family.
Mm.
I don't know if it's the eyes or the face,
I think it's the eyes and then like the face.
Well, the eyes
shape
is
and
just
the
because they
hair.
have their bloomings activated.
Yeah.
Like this is kind of a given, but you know, I can see what
I
you're
don't know. Like
talking
sometimes I look at Kyotaro, I'm like, this dude's not their brother.
about. He looks like the butler. You know?
He does look like a butler.
But no, Xion and Nanao are gonna kick some butt.
I hope so.
Ready for that, hopefully.
It has been so long since we've seen the now. Like,
Actually,
and I
do
like most
something,
of his
yeah.
chapters. Like the chapter when he was like poisoned in his like middle school is actually like a pretty cool chapter.
Yeah, when they actually like went to school and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
And like he had that whole complex where he feels like a monster, so he feels like he can't go to school. Like it was like it was actually like really interesting like character development. But we don't get much of it because Kyotaro just steals the show.
No, truly. Yeah, I look forward to the next chapter. I feel like it's gonna call rap soon. Like it has to be calling rap soon.
There can't be anything other than Momo
Like
after this.
I think
Unless there's like some final boss
with
that's after Momo, but
I mean,
it's
we
not
talked
gonna
about that
be-
like last time, right? Like how I think like the mom could be like a final boss,
totally
maybe.
could be.
Yeah.
But I really just don't think they should.
No, if the mom's the final boss, it's like it's actually gonna piss me off.
It like I just think Momo at where the stakes are. I think that like that's what it should be. Because like what else do you do? Put the whole family against them? Like I don't know how you raise the stakes any higher than it's already been done.
Yeah.
I
Also,
don't know, man.
Momo killed all the other family members.
Yeah.
Like, there's no more family members, and this series is so tied to the family.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't really.
They tried to
Momo literally
introducing other
killed
characters, you remember?
any other character that they could have fought, or Kyotaro did, or one of them. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think
Like,
it was Kyotaro, but Kyotaro or Momo pushed Kyotaro. I don't remember how it went.
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
They're in a cave,
remember?
and then Samanin.
Yeah.
That was the explanation.
But yeah. Any more thoughts on Yozakura? Like,
I was just gonna say that there were other characters before, like in the earlier chapters that they were facing off against, but like I don't think we've actually seen them since.
no, those
I'm
are
not sure
just
if they
all like
died.
really one-off villains that kind of.
Or they became jokes.
Yeah.
Basically, like you remember the guy that was like after,
Tayo. And
not
Mitsume.
Tayo, like the Tayo's wife, girlfriend.
Yeah, Mitsume.
Yeah. The guy, that guy, like whatever happened to him, I don't even know.
Also,
He's-
Yaka, the maid. What happened
Yeah.
to her? She was actually goaded.
They just forgot.
That's the thing I'm
They did
noticing. Like a
forget.
lot of manga just forget about characters sometimes, and it's wild.
Also,
It is a show,
Goliath
very
is
shonen
completely out of the story.
Yeah.
That dog has not done
and
shit.
the girl. What happened to their little child? Their adopted.
Don't know.
Oh yeah.
Their adopted child. Yeah.
Bo
it's
is just
been a while.
disassociating at this point.
All right. Hunter time. Let's
I'm gonna
go
continue disassociating.
in. Oh boy.
I'll join you.
Hunter
'cause I'm not
fans.
caught up. I did read
I'm just
Hunter
kidding.
Hunter today, but I'm still not caught up.
This was actually what I was hoping would happen. This was immediate, but like.
Did they immediately
okay.
switch to good characters?
Yeah. So, but like
Okay.
also at the
I
same
respect
time,
them.
I'm reading everything in Jump, and I did it in a way where I was like, I'll just read what I want to read. So I started with Witch Watch, and then I did Jujutsu Kaisen Blue Box, and then Sakamoto Days, and I was like, okay, I'll read HunterxHunter. Dude, when I started reading Hunter, it's like I'm going like full fucking speed, and then immediately like it's like just an immediate halt because it is a wall of dialogue, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a novel. This is a novel, and it's like whatever. But the dialogue is so like minute, like it just means so little a lot of the time. Where it's like I feel like you're filling up space that doesn't need to be filled. So I'm just like
less is more. I think in this case,
like exactly. I don't know. Like I think it's just way too. It's telling you too much, where it's overloading you with information. I don't think it's a bad thing. I actually have like how the manga has been looks great. Like I'm actually excited. There was this really creepy Nen beast attack called Deceased. I think it was like Zombie Girl. La Vienne Rose Zombie Girl. It was actually so fucking cool. It was like actually something like like at a Junji Ito. I was like, okay, this is sick as fuck. And it's been good. And then you have a main character show up. And I'm like, cool. Thank you, Togashi. Hisoka is there. And then he introduces Hisoka, and then it is a novel again. And then you actually get to see the Phantom Troop, which is like one of the biggest things that's going on in this arc, and it's been like so long. It's actually been so long. I think it's been like 25 chapters plus since we've seen them, which is pretty bad when it is like a really major thing going on. Yeah. But I'm glad we're here, and I'm glad that's what it seems like it's going to be focusing on for a while. So just stay focused here for a little bit, please, and thank you, because like it's doing good things. I'm seeing characters that I want to see, and I'm seeing things that I feel like matter and will progress things. And that's good.
Okay, yeah.
Here's the issue with this current arc. They're just kind of trapped on this boat.
They are trapped on this boat.
Possibly the worst place to go on hiatus at. Yeah. Right? Because now when you come back, you're just like, well, shit.
But it's like,
that's what you've been saying. It's hard to make progress.
It is. But like also still, even if you just like if you do a chapter where you remind me that Leorio is on this boat acting as a doctor, I'd be like, I love you, Togashi. Thank you. But no, it's just like a lot of characters that I don't really know, and like a lot of like Hisoka appears in this chapter for like 6 pages, or no, sorry, 4, and then it's like Phantom Troop for the last 4, so it's like, but it's like still 20 pages, man. Like there's a bunch of characters I don't really recognize, and so it happens a lot. Like there's this one where this guy's asking to buy a Shikashi board. And I was like, what is he asking to buy a Shikashi board for? And I was just like, but it's a whole page. It's a whole page. And I'm like, what? This shit looks like a novel. If you open up the chapter, if you're curious, it's page 12. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But then they're just like the next couple pages is just like, oh, hey, what's up? It's the Phantom Troop. So it's like, I don't know. It's fine. I like it. Like I'm fine with it being like this because you're fluffing a lot of dialogue with cool things happening, and I'm like, go off, Togashi.
Wait, what page did you say it is? Is it 12?
12. And
yeah.
Then it's 13,
Holy
14,
shit,
15. It just dialogue until 15, and it's like, why? But it's like okay. But yeah, no, I enjoyed this chapter much more. This is more what I was looking, and I hope it just stays on this direction of just focusing on characters that matter, because like obviously, as far as we know, we only have 10 chapters with him, meaning 8 more. So, like, as far as we know currently, these 8 chapters really should matter. It is important to stay focused on the things, just because I feel like we have such a limited time with these chapters. And so much time, like, so much story that still needs to be told on this boat. So I think just progression like this is important. But yeah, that's my HunterxHunter spiel. But I enjoyed this chapter so much more than the last, which was good.
All right.
Ginka and...
Let's talk about some Peak.
All right.
Gluna.
Ginka and Gluna showing you how to bully children. If you want to bully children, just overpower them with how strong you are.
And
dude, Luna's kind of scary in this chapter.
And then break their toy sword. Like break their stick is actually what you should do. And then offer them food.
She does also dodge lasers with only moving her neck.
Mm-hmm. Luna.
She's a badass. Dude.
Luna is crazy.
I actually went crazy this chapter. Like she destroyed the rock she was standing on to ride on it.
Yeah.
Which was so sick. And the panel
This
where
is-
she's stealing the little kid's fucking wand.
And explodes it.
So
Yeah.
sick.
She can't control her power. She can't. It's too much. Kids start crying.
I'm kind of thinking that this series might just become a power fantasy of Luna being like just fucking goated.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that shit.
I am too.
I might be here for it. I'm not gonna lie.
I remember
Power fantasies are awesome, like Bleach and stuff like that. It's pretty goated.
I'm not sure how I feel about this presumed villain yet.
I do think that
Edgelord, Nick
I'm-
Edgelord.
I'm hesitant to-
Yeah.
I'm always hesitant to like just jump on a new series, except for like Akane Banashi, because that literally blew my socks off. I think this next fight will determine if I jump on Ginka and Gluna for sure or not.
Mhm.
I've really enjoyed these past 8 chapters, but I'm curious what a fight scene looks like in this.
Yeah. And just like a proper arc. I mean, we had the caves, but that was like
Exactly.
2 chapters. So
Yeah.
this is obviously setting up an actual arc with him having mini Gin. So
Yep.
I'm excited to see how they actually do that because we've seen action, but not action with people. We've just seen like action like
Yeah.
sequences, like them running through something. So I'm excited. It's just
It's
Series is always
surprisingly
fun to read.
slow paced for how
yeah. This
Like,
is
most-
a slower chapter.
most series are too afraid to take this slow of a pace in their first few chapters. I feel like there's a big rush to get
We'll
to
see.
hook the reader.
Well, see, that's kind of funny because I think most people would say that. I would say the first 6 chapters are extremely fast paced.
There's a lot.
Like
Yeah,
almost,
it's-
almost to a detriment, but I think maybe they saw some feedback and are now slowing it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Because compared to the other chapters, like almost nothing happens this chapter, but it's still good. It's still nice seeing Luna do some
Oh,
shit.
the action was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's undeniable that the action is really good in this. Like, and the composition for the paneling is great.
And she's running on the rocks, yeah,
Yeah.
and then like pops up right in front of him. So good.
Like, it's intimidating. Like, I as a reader, and I'm intimidated.
You have any thoughts, Keith?
Yeah, just I'm still just same as every week. I'm still just kind of waiting to be like wowed. This was a good chapter. Not sold on the villain like you guys are. Same kind of feel.
He's just kind of generic so far.
Yeah. I
The
mean, we
feather-
don't really
the
know
feather
anything
art looks
about
cool,
him.
though.
Right.
We don't know anything about him. But if he were to like, I don't know, do something crazy and the fight ended up being amazing, then yeah. I think that just the biggest thing for me right now is just like waiting for like a really memorable moment that's gonna like stick with me and make me want to read more. Because so far the most memorable thing to happen was literally like in the first chapter with like that one spread of like all the things like floating around like
The
time and
dimensional
space.
rift.
Yeah, the rift
Yeah.
thing. And I'm still waiting for something like that to just kind of surprise me and get me excited, you know. But
Yeah.
it was a better chapter though. I think it's doing better. Still not sold on Luna, but I still hold on to hope that it gets better for me. I don't know. It's great that you guys like it, but I'm just still not sold on Luna.
I feel it.
What's up next? Elusive Samurai.
This was an enjoyable chapter. I think this is a great like follow up to
Yeah.
this arc. I really like Tokiyuki really appreciating his comrades and caring for them. I thought that was great. Also, there was a panel. Where Tokiyuki says about Nezu, let him stay with me from now on because he's like a part of me. And I thought that was great. I felt like
Oh yeah, when he's talking to his father.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really nice moment.
I thought that was really great because I felt like obviously there was conflict for why Nezu had to prove himself, and then I felt like that was actually really well, like properly resolved with the help of Tokiyuki, and that fight, which was sick. And then you go back to Kamakura and you see the result of
The battle that just took
the
place.
battle, and then the death of the what is it? Were they commanders? all
General?
died. The generals, I
All the
guess.
people that just died.
All
Yeah.
the
They
people
are.
that just died, and the only response is yes, understood, and then they just move on, and then show this general a torture dungeon to create warriors.
Yeah.
The panel where
Mask.
he like finds one of the like the warriors that he wants is like actually like fucking crazy.
Dude, yeah, he's like,
He's talking.
yeah,
He's hype as shit, dude. He popped off.
he's like, whoa.
I
I,
don't know
I
who
hope
you
there's
are.
a crazy
It
like
finally worked.
I hope this guy in the torture dungeon becomes like a crazy character in the future, like the bald Ant-Man.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that he gives me Mayuri vibes from Bleach. I'm always gonna tie in Bleach if I can, but clearly this is the kind of person that really has like no feelings toward like anything he does. He doesn't have any remorse, and I like it. And I think that we were introduced to this guy like way earlier on. I completely forgot about him.
We've seen him before.
Yeah.
You've
So
also
it's good
seen
enough there are
Horseman
still,
before.
like- Yeah, I just completely forgot about them.
Most detailed horse muscles I've ever seen in a manga.
Yeah.
That part.
This guy hasn't read part 7.
Dude, he fucking kicks the horse in the heart.
Yeah.
He does? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Yeah, to get it moving. That's when he started pulling. It goes fucking sicko mode, bro.
And then he says he kicks the horse in the
Just
heart,
like-
and goes, "I love horses." That is the
Just like, I love horses.
It does
love
kind of feel
refrigerators.
because we just dealt with all those other generals or whatever they were.
Mhm.
Almost a little maybe too fast. We're just already setting up what are obviously the next villains for the next 30 chapters.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe could have waited a chapter, space it out a little bit, but I don't know. I'm excited to see these new villains.
But I think like obviously like we said that they're essentially going to the throne. Like they are going back to Kamakura and they're gonna take it over. Like which is like really exciting. So I think we're like it does feel like we're in those final stages. Obviously I feel like further away, but you know, with probably early mid next year we could see the end of this series because these series and like Assassination Classroom wasn't absurdly long. Like this I don't imagine will be much longer. Like maybe a chapter 100. Like I can see an end in sight with this. And like a really concrete one. Like it's solid. It's a great shonen.
Yeah, not some random acts, like an actual proper ending. That's pretty good.
Nice 11 volume series, something like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
It's kind of like what he did with an Assassination Class. And that was a relatively short series.
Yeah,
So
like I think it was like
Right.
100 and I think
80,
yeah, it was like
170 or
nearing
something.
200 chapters. Something
There's
like
20
that.
volumes.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
I definitely don't think this is gonna last that long
No.
without the story.
I
It's
don't
way,
see
yeah.
it lasting that long either.
I think the closest it could get with like 150 chapters.
Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe 15 volumes, depending on how long the final like fight is.
Mhm.
But that's the thing with Elusive Samurai. They don't really have much downtime. It's almost all fights. Like they're
Oh,
it's
yeah.
almost always in a war setting, so it's kind of hard to pace it lower, almost.
Yeah. But
It
is
I
a
don't
war.
mind because I've actually
Yeah, it's a
been
war.
enjoying-
Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't mind it because I enjoy the pacing and like it's been really good recently where it's like constantly structuring character growth with fights. I'm like, okay, sick. Like I'm really following it well.
I'm really still waiting for something to top the high that was them defeating Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like the guy with the?
He was bald and he was he was the head
Yeah.
of the mercenaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
I
That
don't know.
was. A
I
really
just
good
remember
fight.
him as an Ant-Man because his clothes that he wore had like little ants on them.
It was the fight where like Tokiyuki first like played the offensive and like slit his wrist so
Yeah.
it almost bled out.
Yeah,
Cool. That was
Yeah.
that was a cool fight.
All
All
right.
right, can you tell us about your favorite manga? Your
Dude,
number one
it's not
Tokyo
my
Demon
favorite
Bride
manga,
story. No,
please.
you love it. You signed up. No,
Look,
no,
I
getting
didn't
off.
sign up. Okay?
No. You signed a contract, bro.
I've been losing hope in it slowly. Okay, slowly. It's not like an absolute fail like it was for you guys in the beginning, but like, you know, it's average. It's just doing its.
I'm gonna be
It's,
completely honest. I feel like it almost has gotten better now that it knows it's accepted what it's gonna be.
Yeah, I
It's
feel
not
like-
for me.
yeah.
I don't want to read a harem manga, but I respect that it actually has a fucking goal now.
Yeah, it
It's to
feels
make
more
it's to be a
concrete.
harem. Right.
You want me to
Before
be
it was
honest?
just random.
This is looking like Monster Musume. If you guys have ever seen it,
Nope.
it's just a bunch of monster girls and an average ass dude. living in the same house, and that's what it's shaping up to be. At least the sisters are there to like kind of bounce it out because they'd just be like, "Stop,
Yeah.
get some help."
No,
but
it definitely feels harm. Like
Well, no, because dude, they just introduced this cat girl, and they're already introducing another one. That's what when I saw the final panel of this chapter, I was like, oh, they're just speeding along. Get all the girls in.
And like another thing was like obviously like he doesn't like, as far as we know, he doesn't have any like actual powers. He's probably got something cooking up in him, probably the way
some blood,
like the sacred blood or whatever. But the homie just comes in and like they're charging up.
Punches the demon.
Literally, no, ladle. It's a ladle.
He does use.
Oh
a ladle.
yeah.
Like that is it, and like to the mouth, and that is it. That is defeated, and then they eat crab. And
that's kind of goated, to be honest.
So yeah, and then immediately they just introduce another girl.
Okay, well, let's talk about something kind of positive about it. I think that the design for the otherworldly like delivery service guy, pretty neat.
It's cool.
If he didn't look like a character from JJK.
Oh yeah, no, I literally thought it was the tree guy from Jujutsu Kaisen.
That's what I think. I think we've said that before. The demons in the series kind of look like JJK.
They look
villains.
like
they have the influence of it.
They
sometimes.
look like hot Jujutsu Kaisen characters. Like it was like GG was casting and was like, yikes, you're almost there.
No, it was like one of the characters that was like in the earlier arcs. It was like Toji and Yuji fought him that one time.
It literally looks like
it literally looks just like him.
No, it looks identical. It's crazy.
I do think it definitely does feel like a harem manga most of the time, but I feel like the fish girl is literally just there, frog girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's just there.
There's not much going on with her.
She's just frog girl to
there
die.
for fun.
Why?
Dude, that'd be fucking hype.
It would be hype.
He's the only character that's like tolerable right now.
No, I hate frog girl. She does nothing.
Well, to be fair, nobody else really does either.
Nobody does anything, yeah.
And then there's like the crab monster shows up, and for some reason they didn't read the label as like the crab will eat you. Like, how do you mess it up? Can these people not fucking read? Are you guys toddlers? I mean, to be fair, we can't read it either because we can't read fucking Japanese. But you know, you'd think that they could. And then this seems like kind of a bullshit thing to do. Like, you just can't use her powers in this specific moment because she's been using it too much. Okay, I guess.
I thought it made sense, but I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense if you want it to, but it just feels like it's a weird moment to like introduce that concept. And then the ladle attack, and then they eat it anyways, I guess.
They do eat the crab person.
That's kind of messed up, honestly.
Which is crazy.
If you think about it, this has happened before, though, because, like, remember when the frog girl turned into, like, a half-fish thing, and they were going to eat her?
Oh, yeah.
This series quickly turned into, like, a rinse and repeat thing, which is pretty scary.
No, it's a Monster of the Week story. It definitely is.
It's the same Monster of the Week story, though,
it's the same story every week.
At least this one didn't turn into another one of the girls that he's gonna end up with or something. I don't know, man. At least there's that.
I will say the new girl, her jacket looks crazy. Like, I'm all down for that.
I need to actually see her up close because, I mean, the one panel from, like, her front side's just, you can't even really tell.
Very generic anime girl, yeah.
Yeah, backside, though, got, like, a fucking Naruto ninja scroll going
she has
on.
The scrolls on, dude, with the Tanuki on it.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Now that you guys are talking about, I'm actually kind of interested to see what she's about.
Hold on, you can kind of see ears on her backside. I think she is just
like
a raccoon.
That's funny.
Oh, you're right. Totally right.
Okay. As long as okay, don't hold me to this, but I feel like he's gonna do the trope where Ginta accidentally grabs her tail or steps on her tail or something, and he's gonna get all embarrassed and shit. And I can predict this stuff. I've seen enough of this shit.
You would think that would have happened with Meowko or whatever.
Yeah. I was surprised that they didn't sexualize her more.
More than they already did.
Yeah, I expected them to have zero morals when using the cat girl.
They probably won't.
I was gonna say, give it some time. We're only on chapter 9, dude. Give it a little bit of time to like really establish the characters, then they're gonna start going crazy.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
I've
I've seen anime that have way less manners when it comes to this stuff.
That's
and
fair.
I already roped this series into that boat of having zero manners. So like, I guess good for not being a total scumbag, but
At least Jinta's like of the two tropes of like the straight man that just does not fall for like all the females around him versus the man that's like literally perving on every single one of them. I think I prefer this one. Okay, this is the better option. This is the better timeline.
it's definitely better than like Meliodas or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh, for sure.
I fucking hate Meliodas.
Dude, he's actually.
now that we know the direction this is going in, Jinta is one of the better characters. Okay.
He has
One of the better.
gotten better than he was.
Yeah, I don't dislike his character.
I don't dislike his character.
Yeah.
The highest praise Tokyo Demon Bride story will ever get on this podcast. I don't dislike him.
Hey, now I still stand by the
Really
fact that
deep
chapter
dodo.
1 and a little bit of like chapter 2 and 3 was good, but since then it's just been kind of slowly on a downhill slope. But enough about that. Let's talk about Peak and Roboco.
Speaking of downhill slopes, no.
Hey now. Hey,
This
now.
chapter was cute. It's doing a little bit of the same thing High School Family does, where this wasn't really a funny chapter, but it was a cute little chapter where
Yeah.
they learn
Like
their
the
lesson and then
JoJo
it works out.
poses.
I was
Oh
like,
yeah, that was
why
good.
did you JoJo pose? I was like,
Cause it's a
Why not?
reference manga, Aiden. It references mangas.
there
Okay.
was- they just did it. They just were like, we're JoJo posing. I was like,
These
We're
two are
JoJo
terrible at
posing.
studying.
I was like, what?
You know.
It's honestly Roboco is just copying Paw Patrol.
What?
That's true. That is true. They have the same audience.
How do you know what Paw Patrol is about?
Because I don't know, like 2 months ago, my whole Twitter feed was, "Oh my God, there's JoJo poses in Paw Patrol."
Was there?
Apparently.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
Oh
about.
man, JoJo on the downhill slope now. All right. Okay.
Well,
Paw
Yeah,
Patrol
but
on a
that's
fucking
alright.
uphill slope, bro. That's going uphill.
Dude, Paw
Paw Patrol
that
going
new
crazy
Paw
recently.
Patrol chapter, it's so good.
Did you see that new movie drop? Shit.
Dude, when the movie hit theaters, bro, Jujutsu
Mighty
Kaisen,
Puff to the
nah,
rescue?
Everyone-
Holy shit.
Everyone went to go see Paw Patrol, not Jujutsu Kaisen. I think they opened like the same weekend too.
I
That
think they
movie
actually
hit
did.
theaters harder than I hit my child.
Damn. Anyway, me and Roboco.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
cute chapter.
They did, man.
Look,
Kind of a fun, like, escape
fun.
room. That's a fun setting
Yeah.
for a Roboco
Look,
chapter.
What's more fun than like? Have you guys ever been to an escape room? They're actually really fun.
I haven't, but I've always wanted to.
No, they're really fun, especially with friends. You guys just kind of mess around and try working together to
Oh.
solve a puzzle. It's fun. It's good
One
stuff.
time,
It's like
my
a real
parents locked me in
game.
the basement and didn't feed me.
Oh, it's kind of like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like-
yeah.
it's like-
yeah.
okay, I've done a couple of those.
You have to use your context clues around the area and figure out how to get out, dude.
Connect
It's
food,
just
make
having
food.
friends. Yeah, it's just a good, wholesome friendship they got going on. Like they're bros. It's
enjoyed this chapter.
adorable. It's
Yeah,
good.
It wasn't offensive.
I'm not saying it's always funny, but it's always wholesome when they like all just like kind of go out of the way to like show how much they like each other. They're great. They're good
Certainly
friends.
better than High School Family recently.
It's definitely better than High School Family. I always said it was.
Well, not overall, it's not, but
No.
It is. It is.
Mm,
It 100% is. It is.
One did make me giggle, and one still does make me giggle. So
Not for much longer.
not for much. Dude, I
Alright.
cannot fucking wait for the day Roboco does not it gets canceled.
It won't. It's being an
Get
anime.
an anime, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That does not
Yeah.
really mean anything, to be
Yeah.
honest. Half the magazine
I
is
don't-
an anime.
I'm just saying I don't see High School Family Kokosei's anime, dude. I don't see it anywhere.
that's okay.
They
should-
Go away.
They
I
should give
found
Mappa,
cookies.
they should give Mappa a break and let Mappa animate it. It'd be
Honestly,
pretty
that
easy.
could go crazy.
No, or Studio Wit, you know how they did with what's fucking Boji's anime. What the fuck? I can't think.
Kings.
Ranking of Kings.
Ranking
Yeah,
Kings.
Ranking of
yeah.
Kings.
Boji's
Like
anime.
they went off with that. They could totally do
They
something.
did go off with that.
But let's talk about some actually like really good stuff. Akane Banashi
Kai went crazy this week.
Awesome.
always does.
I keep saying this. I feel like I'm at a point where like there's not much they can do to surprise me. And yet
No.
the most obvious thing, bro, she only knows 6 things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
I wasn't even considering the fact that like she doesn't actually know that many actual performances.
Mhm.
So now she has to learn more. And I think that's just
This
it's such an
also
obvious thing to do,
solves-
but it's so fun.
It also solves something that we've talked about, which is like
We haven't
Akane's
seen her
only
pick anything
winning.
else.
Like
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is the first chapter
This-
where I felt like, oh, she might be in a little bit of trouble. She's in hot
Yeah.
water here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's still gonna be fine, but
Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll.
She's
pull
gonna
through.
have to.
Bro, she's gonna make her
she'll
own
learn a
shit.
story.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's
She's
what
gonna
I was
create her
gonna
own
say,
story.
Like, she's gonna make her own story,
on the
and it's
fly.
gonna be.
This-
She's gonna like learn the art of like improv Rakugo or something.
She's gonna go
actually.
back in
her secret
time,
weapon.
like Bill and Ted, and then create new historical events to then make stories of those historical events.
That's how they're gonna get 50 volumes out of the series.
Yeah.
It's completely
Akane
changed.
naturally learns the power of time travel.
Yeah.
To then make musical parodies. In a phone
Ghost
book.
Rider Rakugo Time Paradox.
Yeah.
Good one,
Doctor
good one.
back to the Akane Rakugo time paradox.
Bill
Yeah.
and Ted's Rakugo.
I do like the new
Hot tub
character.
Rakugo machine.
I do like the new
Alright.
character scolding the dumbass from last week.
Yeah, that was
That
great.
makes me happy. That makes me
Yeah.
happy.
I love like
Oh,
that the expressions that Bolcut was making because he knew he was in the wrong was heat.
it
Yeah.
was awesome. Also, this new character,
Rakuro.
he's pretty cool. He's got the headphones. He's got the e-boy look.
This is a Sakamoto character.
It
This
is
is
a
a
Sakamoto
Sakamoto-
character.
He's one of the new black-haired.
yeah,
He literally,
young
dude,
James
doesn't one of them in
Sakamoto.
Sakamoto literally have a
Brother.
mole?
Yeah, he has
Has a
like
mole?
one mole right
Yeah.
there, but that's the only differentiation
Literally the same
between
fucking
him and
character.
We
yeah,
did get
literally.
we did get some name drops for
the other masters.
yeah,
Yeah.
so we got Kashiwaya and then this other lady
Ron Saika.
Ron Saika, which are like I feel like are gonna be really important. And that was just like good like setup, but it was super subtle setup. Like I really like obviously this is gonna be something that means something like a lot in coming chapters, but it was subtle. Like it was really subtly done, which was nice. I was like, go on.
Yeah.
Also, the jump between the super serious art and then like the panel where
They're all
I
like,
always forget his name. I need Bo's help.
Harashi.
With
Hiromaru.
Harashi.
I was literally about to bring this
Oh.
up.
But like the panel where he's like, they're all kind of simplistic. Like Akane is like Gurring, I guess, and then
Mm-hmm.
Hiromaru is like, don't be so dramatic.
Hiramaru.
What is it? Did it?
Harashi.
Harashi.
Well, it's
okay.
funny you brought that up because I was literally looking at the panel thinking, we don't really ever give attention to the fact that Akane's artist, it's because it's two people. I'm sorry, I don't know the name, but really good at like the goofy art also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love the goofy panels. That I posted the picture of Harashi in our little group chat. I love that shit.
that is like perfect like profile picture shit.
No, that's absolutely a profile pic right there. So
Yeah. All right.
Akane staying good.
Mhm.
Dang amazing.
It's literally like one of the best things in the magazine.
100%.
Followed
As is Blue Box.
Shortly by Blue Box. Yeah, exactly.
Good job, guys. Both did a segue. Keep that clip going. What do we want to talk about Blue Box? I actually kind of forget what happened this week.
Hina moment. I'm surprised you
Dude,
forgot.
he-
right.
Yeah.
Hina fans been eating this past few, like month. Really like past 2 months, honestly, ever since the play.
Ever
Yeah.
since the
Nonstop.
play.
Ever since Hina said, "Taiki, I love you,"
It's been great.
it's been sad for Chinatsu fans.
Johnson needs to go and say it, dude. He has to catch up, you know?
I feel
But
like the past few chapters were like very Chinatsu dubs because she even brings it up this week or this one where she was like, "Oh, I didn't know where he was." Rip.
Yeah,
But they were like half dubs though, because he was still obviously clouded by Hina.
yeah. He was
Yeah.
thinking about Hina even though it was a Chinatsu moment. And you're like, "Bitch, get your priorities straight."
Get
He's
some
fumbling a bag
bitches.
to pick up I guess still a bag, but not the one that I want him to pick up.
I'm just looking at the chapter again. It actually is really, really cute. I completely forgot.
Are they
Also,
Okay.
Yame and the other blonde dude, Taiki's best friend, might have a thing.
I was
Yeah,
happening.
that's
bro,
I was
Trent,
gonna
you're
bring that
reading my
up,
mind
but
this week. I was about to bring that up. It looks
Is-
like they're setting that up, which is
If
awesome.
it- Which
Happy
is
friend.
awesome because
He's the
Ayame
goat.
can get out of Taiki's fucking hair and then have a cute moment because she's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
this character.
because
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say she's obviously not gonna be able to get him. He's not gonna
Yeah.
play in that game, but that's gonna be a nice dynamic between them.
Oh, for sure.
And
Yeah.
I really want them to make him also just more prevalent.
Well,
He's not
that's-
really in it that much,
He's been in since like chapter 1.
Dude, he's the one to
he's a
bail
main
out-
character,
right?
but he just
He-
doesn't have much screen time at all. Like
Right.
at
He
all, at all.
is. Dude, he's the wingman. He's the
He's
goat.
the goat. He is the goat. He's
built
the
Taiki
goat
out of,
hiding
like,
in the shadows.
He built Taiki out, dude. At that last card game, you remember? He was like, "Hey, let's leave this alone, meow, or some shit like that. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taiki had to say who he wanted to kiss, and then they started making out. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, it was such a good chapter. Guys, go back and read that chapter. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was 74.5.
Fucking crazy.
Spy
I don't
Family fans know, bro. Point
Yeah,
five.
Harry Potter fans. 74 3/4.
Yeah. Wait, did you just say kaiju number 8? Did
No one said that.
no? Okay. Because I was gonna say kaiju number 8 does that a lot too, where they just kind of like show off color pages.
Oh, that
Um,
is something that Kaiju number 8 does. That
The point.
also
5
Spy Family does that a lot, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But no, I'm
I'll-
making stupid Harry Potter jokes.
I'll give.
Oh,
my,
no. Yeah, no, but, like, I know what you're talking about though.
Oh,
I
okay.
get that reference. I just wasn't sure if like you had said kaiju number 8 because I wasn't fully paying attention for a minute there, and then I was like,
That
wait,
makes
did you
sense.
just-
I
yeah.
don't pay attention to what I'm talking about either.
I'll give my
but-
My Hero spiel. I've gotten further.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Where
excited.
you
So-
at, big boy?
So, I am at chapter 315, and I literally just finished the sniper fight. What's her name? Nagant? Nagant?
Yeah, Lady Nagant.
That was actually really cool.
Awesome fight.
It's a
Yeah.
really good fight. I feel like it's just this is where it's a little irritating because it's like Deku is being goated right now, where he could have been goated like the difference between chapters where how much more better he is so minimal. Like it's literally like a 10 chapter count, and I don't think much time has passed since the big war. So it's like or the big fight, which is what like the current anime is covering right now, which was good. I enjoyed it. I think it was a little slow at times, but like overall it was good, and I really like where the manga's now because there's a lot of conflict, there's a lot happening, and there's like obviously like I don't even know if I talked about this, but like I did, but like the Dabi twist was actually great. I never saw it coming because I don't give enough shits about My Hero, but it's cool that it's a thing, and I think like it gives Todoroki and Endeavor's character like a lot of like it makes them better characters than Deku because it gives them good drive for the story. Which
Absolutely.
makes me excited.
Yeah.
Like it makes me excited that things are happening. I think like All Might really felt really prevalent recently, where like he hasn't in a long time. Like he went and just like in the street started beating the shit out of some dudes to protect Deku, and I was like, that's sick. But yeah, no. I've been enjoying this because we're just getting purely good heroes. Like the UA high school, sure, but I feel like half of it is child's play because it is like Deku is important to the world where the rest of them are literally just high school kids. So I like that there's just so much action and it's been really well paced, and I'm getting nervous that that's gonna stop.
Yeah.
like I'm getting
You're nervous for good reason.
Yeah. You are past the glory days. I'm telling you that.
No.
I mean, there's still cool moments. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but
Wait, is he past the serious Deku stuff?
No.
He's about.
he's about.
I'm
to
going.
He's
be-
about
I'm going
there.
into it. Like I can clearly see it's going to happen very soon. Like it is.
Deku's about to lose his edge.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to say you brought up All Might. I feel like they blew that load a little too early in the series. Like
Yeah.
he's gone basically around like chapter 100.
Yeah.
There's 400 chapters almost.
Yeah.
I feel like they fucked up a little bit there.
Yeah, I do think I feel like there was so little time for him to grow with All Might. Like, it is so much time of him just growing on his own. And then there's so many moments that come up where, like, Night Eye is brought up again and again. And it's like, I feel like that growth with All Might is held back because there's not enough happening. Like, it's just, like, I don't know. I feel like there should be more, and there isn't. Like All Might just doesn't always feel like a good mentor to him, which is what he should be. But I feel like there's just not much he can really teach him all the time, so he feels so distant from All Might the hero. But I mean, like it makes sense to, but like, it's tough because the whole like Endeavor becoming the #1 hero didn't come till like an arc way later. Like it took quite a while, so I think it should have been like those two things should have lined up way quicker. But
Yeah.
because I think All Might leaving the scene and then Endeavor quickly taking over as #1 hero was super important. But yeah, no, I've been really enjoying it. Like genuinely, like way more than I have for most of the series. It's been a really good read. The action, the pacing, the characters have been really good. Hawks actually fucking carries on the hero side. He's such a well-written character. It's impressive. And I feel like that's also going to be a thing that we're going to lose soon because, like, My Hero is like, yeah, we're going to have a good character and just fuck off. Like no chance is Hawk staying around for a while.
That is a problem. Like, Night Eye, that's the problem with Night Eye, All Might, like, Twice, any cool character that you can think of.
It just has good development.
Bakugo.
And then
it also, Bakugo.
Greatest character in the series, man.
Yeah, he's so cool when he comes back to life.
For no fucking reason.
Like again, like I'm gonna bring up Night Eye again. It's like there's so much like that he brings to the table and was supposed to, or I felt like he was supposed to, because he's constantly brought up. But it's like his actual time in the story was so short that I felt like he left like no impact on Deku. But like I know that he had so much more. It's annoying. It's like damn.
Yeah.
Like his story felt so unfinished. But yeah, that's all my ramble on My Hero.
Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of the new chapter, actually pretty good.
Yeah, I was excited to get your read on this, Trent, because I don't think you weren't on it last week, and they've been doing this
spinner.
This like the spinner fight, but also introducing this whole kind of political thing with the like creature people and like them being kind of oppressed. I really like this.
They've talked about this before, but it never felt real until now.
Like, we got to comment. Apparently, in vigilantes, it's much more prevalent.
Yes, vigilantes.
It sounds better.
No,
in certain aspects.
It is better because it talks about things that are cooler. It is really boring. It is pretty boring. I've read like the first 30, 50 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what happened in it because I did not care. Anytime that anything cool was about to happen, it just tried to be as boring as possible. I don't know if it got better. But
I didn't know Togashi writes vigilantes. That's crazy. No, but these recent chapters of Spinner it's been a step up from what we saw with post the Dabi fight and Bakugo and all that. Like it's been. It
makes me wish that we would have gotten this sooner.
Right. Well, that's what I said last week. I wish we had gotten literally just this fight. I wish it was swapped with the other fights. Yes. But once again, just like the politics of the creature people and like that's really interesting stuff. And I wish we had seen this more. And I wish we had gotten what's his name, Shoji, built up more. He's having these awesome moments, but he's like the least interesting fucking character.
I mean, yeah,
of 1A.
But I think that's what he's doing though, is he's trying to write in the 1A characters and make sure they each get like their moment so that you remember them a little bit better.
Right, but it's too late to do that.
Yeah, he should have done that before it's the end of the whole story.
Yeah. Maybe he's gonna do that for everyone though. Like everyone gets like one final big moment.
Probably.
Even though we haven't seen this guy, and ideally you don't care, like not ideally, but you probably don't care about him. He is doing a good job of making me care.
Yeah.
A little bit. I care way much more than I probably should about this character, considering that he really hasn't been in the story at all.
Right. He's just been a nice constant background character.
But I don't.
It's good.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, Shigaraki plays League. Confirmed.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Is that actually a thing?
Yes, he confirmed solo queues.
Did you guys realize like that's why he named his group the League of Villains?
Yeah. Aiden's speechless right now. He's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I kept thinking this is a dumb. I've seen this all over Twitter all week. I kept thinking it was a dumb. I am so mad right now. That's crazy.
It's a real
He's solo queues, dude.
Solo queues.
Does League of Legends not have any like one-player modes?
No wonder why he's such a fucking villain. That's Jesus.
Yeah. He got called slurs on
Explains
League of Legends solo queuing.
Nah, he probably said the slurs.
This man.
Yeah, it was him.
Shigaraki's real backstory is he just gets bullied for playing League.
That probably is like.
No, I like it. He has a backstory, but you know.
All for One was actually a pro League player.
His dad didn't queue with him in League and made fun of him for being a shut-in for playing League, and that's why he evaporated his whole family.
And Deku played Final Fantasy 14.
No,
and that's why he's happy.
He played like Stardew Valley.
Nah, I was gonna say Deku played like fucking Phantasy Star or some shit. Like Phantasy Star Online.
Yeah.
Deku probably
Man.
plays sports games. Deku probably plays.
Ew.
Dude, we
He
sound
played
like
FIFA?
real My Hero Academia fans making up what games and what shit people like.
This is my headcanon. Deku plays FIFA.
Deku played Barbie and he made Bakugo kiss with him.
Jeez, y'all. This is what I'm saying. This is why I love this podcast. Okay.
We're
Witch
especially on him
Watch.
this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aiden,
Witch
take us
Watch
away
is
on a
good. Holy
go-to-chapter.
shit. Let's
Finally.
Oh
go.
man.
I just want to point out real quick before you start going on your spiel. Number 5. The moment they actually fucking do something.
Dude. Yeah.
Not a coincidence. Not a fucking
Not,
coincidence.
not at all. I like.
So much better.
I
I'm
think
so
like
happy.
obviously we've seen Witch Watch and High Spots.
Yeah, for sure.
But dude, holy shit, this was so impressive. It was exactly what I kind of thought it would how it would play out too, which was exciting. Like it's not like I just as a bad thing. It was exciting. It was what I was hoping would happen. Because I think obviously they built up this whole world of like demons and monsters, but at the end of the day, we constantly look at them and think, oh, they're just like
demons.
they're just like high school students. They're just strong humans, like literally.
Yeah.
But they've really like built up this world, and so now I feel like we're really feeling that in play and like getting to see, I guess, more of the consequences of such, which is fun. And I felt like this was a way better handle. The action in this was fucking crazy. Like can we just jump in and talk about that? That was balls to the wall. Like the panel where Morihito feels the bloodlust and imagines him getting punched like a fucking JoJo,
so cool.
a JoJo style punch in the fucking gut. Like that was so sick. And the choreography was really intense. I actually am very excited to see the next chapter. It's gonna go fucking crazy.
It kind of makes me sad because like, what's the author's name? Aiden?
Kenta Shinohara, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. This man's just hiding this stuff in his back pocket.
Oh yeah.
Like we've known he can do this.
Oh.
What I think has maybe made it a little bit more frustrating that for the past 30 chapters it has been Spell of the Week, which isn't bad. It's not.
No.
But
It is.
but there's absolutely nothing wrong with having this stuff in it too.
Yeah.
And I love the very end of it where, I mean, we've been talking about how we want them to develop the romance between Morihito and Nico a little bit more. You're gonna make me jealous? Oh, that's so fucking good. Yes, this is exactly what we've been wanting. This is. Thank you.
No, I think like this was like, and it feels so deserved. Like it feels so earned. You know, like it is. Like Morihito's characters is so refined, and so when you throw like this is my like favorite style. It's like his character is so refined, and then you put him into this situation. We're gonna put this cast of characters that we've grown to love into this situation, and there's high stakes now. Also a little sidebar, random Urusui. I feel like a Urusui Yatsura reference. I think Ran is a character in Urusui Yatsura.
Oh really?
Urusui Yatsura, yeah.
What is the Yatsura? Interesting.
Also, when Nika thinks of what the ogre is going to be, I think that is
that is straight up a reference.
That is a reference to Loom.
Yeah, Loom.
So,
Loom, whichever you want to say. I don't think it matters. But yeah, good chapter.
It was awesome.
I like it.
Great action,
I don't have
great
anything else to
character
say.
moments.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Witch Watch actually used its characters crazy.
Like,
it was
like,
good.
Very. I'm very excited to see the next few chapters. Like, and also I feel like this isn't just gonna be like a one-off. No, this is gonna be a long-running arc. Like, I feel like we're gonna
Finally,
because
dude,
like
I've been waiting for this.
this is gonna be like 10, 15 fucking chapters. I guarantee it. Like, it's gotta go for at least a couple chapters. Cause
I mean, they're setting up the lady he's under or whatever. Like, they're setting up a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
Like, they can't really speed through it.
The Warlock's familiar. She's probably gonna have a one-on-one with like Nico or Namu or some shit. Like
or both of them are gonna team up to fight her. Maybe
something. You know, like obviously we still have Kengo and oh my god, the rest of them. Right, I can't remember their names right off the top of my dome. Khan and then
little bitch boy, yeah.
Little fish boy Miharu. Maybe Miharu is gonna have a good moment. So like, there's a lot of stake here. And I'm excited to see what happens because I think just one chapter.
Can you imagine he just pulls up with like the the fucking student council and they fight too.
I would hate that.
No,
This
that
is-
would suck.
That would
definitely
No,
suck.
no way home witch watch moment. Everybody's here, dude.
Da, 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 da.
I feel like the peak of Witch Watch No Way Home would be Hideki Sorachi, the writer of Gintama, showing up. It's already happened.
All right.
Do it again. Bring it back.
Or
All right, put a leash on this man. Let's talk about Mashele.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Natural's
Man,
actually
go
where it
too far.
belongs. Finally. Can we talk
Yeah, I don't
about
know.
that?
Well, is that just because of the color page? Though
Maybe, but like
I
also,
don't fully understand how that works sometimes.
But if
Little
it's getting a color
Halloween
page, that
color
means it's
page.
not getting axed. So.
Well, it
yeah.
has an anime coming, so it's
Definitely.
yeah,
never
that
gonna
too.
live out its days.
Well,
But you said that didn't matter, Bo. You said it didn't matter.
I think it's
Yeah,
very
no.
different
It
when
doesn't
we
matter
know
for Roboco.
when we know that Mashele. We already know Mashele's has like an end in sight. It's a little different.
yeah.
Love the color page though. Happy Halloween, by the way.
Yeah, it really.
Yeah, no,
It
really.
would have been more timely had we gotten this out earlier, but you know, good chapter.
No, it was dude. Wow, what a sick way to God, Rain and Finn
Yeah.
and the other Divine Visionary
Harry Potter.
The other
and
Harry
their,
Potters.
their stance, and they're just whooping fucking ass.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, Rio Grant's entrance is pretty awesome.
that was sick. That was and he fucking hits him.
I don't remember that. I'm looking at that panel right now. That is an awesome panel.
Yeah,
Immediately
comes
cut them
down
off.
heavenly. He gets rocked, and then he rocks the dude back.
Fucking bitch.
Also, this guy's design is so fucking sick.
It is.
I know.
Like, I don't know if we talked about this before.
We have. You brought.
He is legitimately like one of the coolest fucking designs in all of manga.
Like
it's
so
kind of
simple.
generic. It's kind of
so
generic, but like
simple, but
it is so cool.
He literally is just super long hair, metal visor, big shoulder pads, and a giant
Samus shoulders.
fucking sword. Like you can't get better than
You
that.
can't go wrong in there.
You can't. It is peak design. It is,
Dude,
is
I don't-
if you put Final Fantasy characters in a generator and said, "Go."
Dude, he's
Literally.
he's the Dark Knight class or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking
He
awesome.
does fit the edginess of that class.
Also, just like a crazy thing that like he slashes an X under the floor to without
Yeah.
saying anything, and knocks them into it.
Yeah.
I did think that was very cool. I
He
was
does-
And then like the
he
turn,
does
we
do
didn't
a
really talk
hard
about it,
read.
but, like they're actually turning the key and
they
stuff
are.
finally.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
actually.
it is happening.
It's gonna take a while, they say, but it'll
You
take
know.
hours. I'm still waiting for that moment. Like, what do you think is gonna happen where it just starts spinning like crazy? You know it's coming. Something happens where it gets hit. I thought it was gonna be Cerberus's tail.
Yeah, I
Um,
was pretty sure
happened.
about that one.
I
Uh,
thought maybe
something-
because doesn't he have like not sword magic, but he has something like that, doesn't he? Like, what's this guy's magic? Does anyone know?
I forget.
Yeah, jeez,
Because I was thinking
But-
if he had like sword magic, he could just put a sword through the hole and make it spin.
Mm.
But I
Could.
guess not.
I don't know. Something's gonna happen, but something I'm kind of curious about. Remember the person that was turning the key in the first place, like the mentor for this dude? Where'd she go? We haven't seen her
He
yet.
was fighting people.
Was she?
Yeah, she went to go
Yes.
fight, but we haven't seen her since. I don't think. Right?
Yeah. Like we haven't actually seen her doing the fighting yet. I don't think we've just kind of seen that she went off to fight. You know.
Yeah.
And she was like, she's on par with the main villain. Like she's one of like the three, right?
Yeah,
It
she was one of the 3 strongest magicians.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe
Which
she's
is
gonna
how
go
she
try to
accidentally
take
killed
him now?
Mashele.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see where she's at currently.
She was also a cool character. Like, it is a shame that she's not around.
They could be saving her, or maybe she just gets forgotten because mangaka moment.
Yeah.
Mangaka notoriously hate women, so
Yeah. Hey, they brought back the one girl from the beginning to help turn the
True.
key. So
I guess you can say that.
yeah, they. All right, Jujutsu Kaisen though.
yeah, you were excited about this. What was your favorite chapter this week? Let's hear it.
Yeah, I mean it's just exciting to be talking about star plasma vessels and stuff. I actually just
Yeah,
watched Jujutsu
yeah.
Kaisen 0, so I'm all in on this right now.
Hmm.
And also, I'm terrible because I don't remember his name, but he's one of my favorite characters, the brother guy. We haven't seen him in forever,
Oh,
and I
dude,
love him.
he's
I
fucking
fucking love that guy.
Dude, this chapter is so.
I'm sad because he's about
sick.
to die. He's obviously gonna
Yeah,
die,
he is going to die.
but I hope he gets a fucking badass moment next chapter.
Please.
What's his name
Fighting
again?
against
Chozo?
Yes.
Yeah,
that sounds
Chozo.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chozo.
he's a big Metroid fan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You ever heard about the Chozo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, just in general, it feels like we were kind of at a point with the culling game where things were just sort of happening, but now it feels like we're actually kind of wrapping this up. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
Ghetto's here. He's gonna kill Joe.
He
Like
actually said what he
wrapping.
wants to do. Like
Right. We know his plan. Things are happening. So
Finally.
that's a nice change of pace from. I don't know. I mean, it's been pretty good for like probably 10 chapters now. That Maki fight was good. Ever since then, it's been really.
Yeah,
really
ever
good.
since the sumo shit.
Chapter.
Yeah.
It's
It's
been
It's been
good.
pretty
Yeah.
damn good.
Uh,
But this chapter in particular impressed
We
me.
do get the freaking rumbling monster next to the Eiffel Tower.
But before
in
that,
France.
Tokyo
before that,
Skytree.
No,
Oh,
Eiffel
the
Tower.
I'm sorry, Eiffel 65. My bad.
real quick before we start talking about that, just like the fact that Ghetto's like taking him to a movie theater and all that.
I was
I
like,
feel like I've seen so
Fujimoto
many characters just like, yeah, it's a Fujimoto moment. Everyone's just like sitting in movie theaters, and I feel like I've seen this panel so many times. Like people could edit, like change so many characters into this panel and
You
no
could
one would
edit
realize there.
so many characters into a theater.
There's actually you could do Love is War. There's a joke right at the start of the series that does a movie theater.
Yeah,
There you go.
Gintama, a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Actually-
series ever.
Like literally every series.
I won't gush about Love is War. Never mind.
Not yet.
Save it for the end.
You guys could save it
Yeah.
for the end, yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like they just straight up kill off Chozo like this. It feels
Mhm.
unfair.
And
If anyone is gonna do it, it is
Life,
going to
life
be
is
Ghetto.
unfair. Life is unfair, bro. He's fighting Ghetto. You can't have a moment where where you can have a moment where Ghetto has a struggle against this guy, because Ghetto's the main big bad. So like, he has to show his stuff right now. I feel
Yeah.
like.
I get it, but
Also,
Just kill him
if
off.
we're talking
It's
about Fujimoto doesn't. Not only does Jujutsu Kaisen kill people, Fujimoto kills everyone. So if we're
Yeah.
talking about him being inspired by Fujimoto, it's definitely going to be some heads rolling.
if anything, I almost want to say that Geiji takes more inspiration from like HunterxHunter in the way that he makes fights that don't really matter and characters that don't really matter.
Damn, he's popping off right now.
Alright,
I'm not used to the
yeah.
sass. I'm not used to the sass right now.
Dude, I'm not holding back. I feel like I see this sometimes. And I'm just
No,
like,
you're
am I the
definitely
one
right.
seeing it?
No,
Jujutsu
you-
Kaisen
I
is
agree.
very much like HunterxHunter, except good.
Damn. This podcast is going to get. Like
Flames.
our IP addresses are going to get found.
It's like that's cool, but IP address da.
Yeah.
Um,
Like that's funny, but here's the Hunter piece. Just kidding. It's your IP address.
It's funny.
Oh wait,
I
I
don't know.
found Gon's dad. Nope, just kidding. It's your IP address that is now leaked.
Oh boy,
Um.
Sakamoto Days.
Yeah, this was.
Right.
Oh, it's like what? When the fuck am I gonna say? It's not
Continuing,
good?
it's
But
amazing.
I don't care as much about BDSM villain. Reminds me
What's
of a
his name?
certain.
Sweet Tooth. Or
Yeah, mentally I just call him Sweet Tooth, but I don't think that's his name.
no, it's
Red Hot Chili
is this
Peppers.
California Reaper or is that the
think
other
it's-
guy?
I want to think it's California Reaper.
Are you guys talking about the guy in the beginning that does like the hypnosis and stuff?
The guy
or-
who's throughout
Yeah,
the
the
whole
hypnosis.
chapter.
Sweet
Yeah.
Tooth man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's good. It's a good fight, but yeah, I
Oh,
agree,
yeah.
and I don't care as much about what's
No,
going on with him as
I
Sakamoto and
I feel
the
like he
cameraman.
is built up. He isn't as a built up villain. I just that's all.
Yeah.
And I think more Seba and Shin, if they clash again, would be more exciting for how this arc's been. Or sorry.
Well, they are
They
clashing
are.
right now, aren't they?
Yeah, they
yeah.
are.
I don't know about this guy. Kind of freaks me out a little.
I've said it.
Looks like a
I said
druggie.
it during Yozakura family. Not a huge fan of mind control. I hate it.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But Sakamoto's good. It'll do it right. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Hopefully.
No,
Hopefully.
I have I have pretty solid faith in Sakamoto.
I like Sakamoto never spends too much time on one thing. Like I've never had that as being a problem with Sakamoto. So even if this is a thing and it's handled poorly, it will be over very quickly. It is always like tearing off a band-aid with Sakamoto.
Speaking of like JJK and Sakamoto, though, you guys saw like in a recent volume, it was like the most recently released one. Gagey actually like kind of gave a shout out to Sakamoto.
Did. I did see it. It was so exciting, which is very well deserved.
Mm-hmm. He says like he makes it. It was funny. The author's comment says something along the lines of like watching Sakamoto on the manga, it makes him feel bad for like his choreography when it comes to sword fighting. It's like, oh damn, so he's like admitting that he's so much better at sword fighting and stuff like that. That's awesome. Imagine like the manga fan bases could actually appreciate stuff like that instead of just like saying one series is shit because this one's better. Imagine what a place that'd be if we were all best friends the same way that the authors were.
Yeah,
But...
if people understood the concept of like personal taste, the world would be so much like such a better place. Like, like, do I like Roboco? No. Am I gonna shit on Key for liking Roboco? Yeah, yes. But like as a joke. Like,
it's for
absolutely. It's for the funnies, the bits. I understand. Sakamoto is always good. We all mutually agree on that. Like it's always good every single week. It just slaps. It's gonna be the next big mainstream thing after Chainsaw Man hype dies down and we get the Sakamoto anime like next year.
I can't wait. Honestly, it's gonna be so nice because like no one fucking talks about it. Even when Chainsaw Man was just a manga, people talk about it, but no one's talking about Sakamoto Days. So I'm so excited for the people to like get into this.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's because Sakamoto made Chainsaw Man awesome.
Damn, bro, you're really trying to say that.
I really took the whole message Key tried to just send out and said, nah, fuck that.
I really just like you. I really just, yeah, okay.
Your opinion's wrong.
Okay, so wow, what a fucking color page.
Love it.
Yeah, it's
God,
awesome.
if we
I've never seen someone do that with the text bubbles.
Never. If we don't get this shit in physical print, I am actually.
We won't.
We're not. But won't. Like, I'm going to. It is inevitable. I did crash my car the other night purposely, so this is the next step. When this doesn't get published in English, bam! That's it. Full speed next time. Dude, I am so pissed. This manga is stunning. Like, my desire to have this on my shelf is like crazy. Like, I'm probably just gonna buy this in Japanese inevitably. Like. It is.
I wish we had been able to find it.
We didn't find it in Kuni up, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, I wish we had. I would
just order it.
Definitely.
Like, I'll order it for sure. I'll just get it. But dude, what the fuck? This is such a beautiful manga. This whole chapter was just genuinely impressive, and like its messaging and it's like.
It's a vibe.
It's
the train ride home. Last stream home, boys.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't think I found the right song. But I did listen to a song, which made it better.
Dude, that's the thing. You can literally just listen to any music. It doesn't even matter.
Oh,
really.
Yeah, it does heighten it so much more. I don't think it was the right song because it definitely didn't fit the vibe that this was going for. But the title also clashed with another existing song that is far more popular. But yeah, no, what a gorgeous chapter. Sora Chica's moments, and then Fanta... denying
not going to the hospital piece of shit.
Denying his love for his mother, even though their mother's not doing well right now. So this is going to be interesting. I think if their mom dies, that is going to be the end of the series. I don't think they'll be afraid of the dad.
I wanted to bring that up. I think this could also be wrapping up maybe sooner than we thought.
Especially with the, like we said earlier, four new series are coming out over the next month. Like, something has to end.
Right. And I mean, this could end right now after this little tournament, and that'd be fine. They never got to the dad, but they'd be fine.
I also think the magazine's in a place. I don't think anything's in a rush to end. It's just that a few things are wrapping up, and they don't want to have 4 things end within a week of each other and not have stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. I guess they're just like really confident in like these new series, you know?
I mean, you have 2 writers that are well known, and then one that won an award. So,
yeah. But
I also think it's just like end of the year. They want to pump them out a little bit, probably. get ready.
Probably.
Because the last one actually starts on issue 1 technically, because it comes out in
that-
December.
Exactly.
So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anything else with PPP, or we're
I don't
just
have
gonna talk about
No, it was just a beautiful
new
chapter.
series?
If you're not reading PPP, you should feel shame. This is a gorgeous
Really,
series.
it's really nice.
All right. So do we want to talk about like what the new series are then? up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
sure.
jump
Sure.
in. I've got a lot of news. Like, while you guys are
There's a
talking,
lot of
there's
stuff.
I
a
do
lot
too.
of stuff to
About this week.
cover.
Can I
jotted
share?
down.
Can I share one funny little tidbit that just happened?
Go for it.
This a little bit NSFW, but you know what? Who gives a fuck? I don't think anyone's gonna like listen to this part in particular. But fucking Drake is watching hentai.
I do.
on his
Let's
yeah,
go.
I literally just
Let's
I was
go.
also
Wait,
following
Drake
this
who?
joke. Drake the musician,
Which-
is
Oh,
posting
okay.
hentai on his Instagram story right now.
It's funny as hell.
What's he watching?
I'll be honest, I don't know
a
this one.
variety of things.
Man's got the Bible black up, bro.
But yeah, let's go, Drake.
Another little
I'm
tidbit
saying
of news.
This is legendary.
Another little bit of news. Ruri Dragon just outsold the latest volume of Blue Box.
It's
Crazy.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
been
crazy.
doing really
74,000 compared to 73,000, but
I-
still,
It is
it's
not
one
been-
volume. People, calm down.
Yeah, and this shit's it's like it was a
It's
while
goated.
ago.
It's
one
not that
volume
good.
of goated shit. No, it is that good, but
It's good, but it ain't that good.
It's not
I
that.
mean, if it came out of English, if it comes out in English, I'm insta buying it.
Dude,
That's-
imagine that.
Same, I'll
we
get it, but
Imagine that we get that before we get like fucking PPP or like
we probably
Witch
will.
Watch or anything.
I
like
hope
based,
so.
Based on its
That's
sales,
okay with me.
that'll honestly this will probably be in the next announcement wave. Even if it's just one volume, they'll just do it.
Why, dude? Why?
Just based on how popular it is in Japan.
Why?
It's awesome. That's why.
People love it, dude. Money sells.
So
Money sells.
Money
money does sell.
Buy high, sell low.
But yeah, jumping into the 4 series that we got announced, we have one by Taizan 5, who is I feel like kind of well known for Takubi's Original Sin, a very
Awesome series.
emotional manga. If you
Don't
have
read
not
it
read
if you're mentally unstable.
Yeah,
I
it is
guess I
definitely
need
a
to.
very heavy manga. It's very short, like I think it's 16, 17 chapters, but it definitely is a manga that like was.
Well, how long are the chapters? Are they just like 20-page chapters? Or
They
like-
are-
They vary. I think some are longer and then some are shorter. It ran in a weird style. But yeah,
I think they're mostly monthly, like 45-ish.
and there is
Okay.
a little biography about it, or like a short summary. It is this new series, Ichinose Kei no Taizai, is a drama series about a kid that meets his family after losing his memory in an accident. So it'll be interesting. Probably going to be just as gut wrenching.
I'm here for it.
But I'm
Hell
excited.
yeah. Something fun to talk about that's kind of a little bit mind-boggling, you know, like what we had with Super Smartphone. That'll be good.
I was gonna say there's not much like super dark like
Yeah.
a logical.
I kind of
discussion
worry
healthy,
that
you
maybe
know?
it's in the wrong magazine. Maybe.
It does sound like a Jump
Like-
Plus kind of beat.
Like I feel like a 6-year-old's gonna read it and be like, "What is depression? I play
just
baseball in my
discovered it."
backyard. that is the only thing I'm worried about in life is
Yeah.
baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Maybe there's a 6-year-old whose parents are going through divorce and he's like perfectly relating with.
No,
it.
it's perfect. Seriously, gonna mean the world to that
Little
kid.
Trent. And then a
Little Trent.
Man, coming for me.
Trent, you are that kid, bro. You're gonna be going through it.
I was a little bit older. I was a little bit more mature. But
I'm sorry, throwing the ball at you. But we're also then getting a manga by. Do you wanna tell this one, Trent?
yeah, sure. We're getting a manga by. Can you give me his name? That's all I need.
Fuck. His name is
ECO.
fuck.
ECO.
Yeah, Isio.
ECO.
The writer for Medaka Box, which is an ecchi that came out in Shonen Jump, but also I think he's probably better known for Monogatari.
Yeah.
He
Big
wrote
manga
that.
for pedophiles.
Yeah, it's big anime novels, light novel series.
Mm.
It's really creepy, and when it's not really creepy, it's
Really cool.
pretty cool and interesting.
So
But it is, when I say really creepy, it is actually like you're thinking someone needs to go to jail.
Well,
It is that bad.
yeah. But I'm interested to see what they make for the magazine because obviously it is.
I feel like it's probably gonna be etchy. Like it's gonna be We Never Learn or
like Ayakashi Triangle,
yeah,
Toloveru
Ayakashi
kind of
Triangle.
stuff. So we'll see what it is. Obviously because we don't really have anything. The closest thing we have to that right now is Tokyo Demon Bride. No, Ayakashi's not even in the magazine right now. It's in Jump
I mean,
Plus.
yeah.
It was,
and then it got too edgy or something, right? That's why they moved it.
Yeah. So, homie did write Toloveru and get a little carried away. So.
And if you've seen what Medaka, I've never read Medaka Box, but it is
just
the main character has some jugs, like some serious jugs.
Hold up.
Let's see. Like,
He's looking it up.
I remember seeing them in Jump Force, or not Jump Force. J Stars.
J Stars, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah,
Holy
and then
fuck.
we got 2 new ones from I think 2 new mangaka from like some short some.
Well, one of them is
Seki
Hayashi
Hayashi.
runner, right?
Yeah. And then I think 2 of them were like Jump Giga. Like they're new mangaka, like generally pretty new. No major serialized series, which is exciting to look forward to. Always looking forward to see what our new mangaka friends are doing. But also in other news, because I've got all of it right now, a shoujo manga that I love very much, Galaxy Next Door, just got announced. Its anime trailer just came out, which I think is a very cute manga about making shoujo manga, a shoujo manga about making shoujo manga. So Bakuman fans, Bakuman without misogyny.
There you go.
And
What is
then
Bakuman without misogyny? Stop this. This is a shell of its former self without misogyny, bro.
Exactly. And then One Piece film Red is out now. Like literally as we're recording this.
I am seeing it this weekend. I'm excited.
I am seeing it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm seeing it tomorrow as well. If you're a One Piece fan, go and you're caught up, go see it. If you're not caught up,
maybe don't.
Okay, well, I want to ask you guys on the podcast. So Caleb wants to go see this movie while it's in theaters. He's in Ennie's lobby.
No, like
do you think they're gonna straight up talk about like Ace or something?
Oh, totally.
At some point,
Like,
yeah, that's what I was saying, like, bro, if you can push through like 15 volumes right now, then you'll be fine.
Luffy's gonna use like fucking Gear 4,
dude.
like so just shit. And Jinbei's
well, I feel like
there.
he probably wouldn't. I was mostly worried about the Ace thing. I think that's probably the biggest scare factor.
It kind of takes place in a weird like area somewhere. Like it's like Wano content, but like not taking place in Wano. So the world, you have to think like everything that's happened in One Piece up to Wano and during Wano. Yeah. So it's like you got to be careful, and also it involves Shanks in some way. And
I
think so.
I'd
at
say
least 30 more volumes, bro.
Cake. Yeah, at least whole cake at the very least.
Yeah, I'd say you'd want to be up to whole cake at least. Whole cake probably still dangerous, but yeah, probably more. Be safer. Also, JoJo magazine for December, which this one we might get to see JoJo Lands Part 9.
Yeah, we might get
the cover. Obviously, reading into the lines, but the cover features
the arrows.
The 9 arrows, and then you have your protagonists and their alternate universe protagonists. And Jolene, so maybe we'll see another parallel protagonist.
So we have 2 Johnnies, 2 Josuke's, and then Jolene by herself. So we're thinking like, are we going to have another Jolene?
Like a parallel to Jolene in some way, shape, or form. So I'm excited to see what happens. Hopefully, more Part 9, because I missed the fucking JoJo manga so much. And then Slam Dunk movie, new details tomorrow, or in like 10 hours from recording this. So.
It'll be out
big day, big slam dunk for Slam Dunk fans, Anoa'i fans, stuff. And then Tokyo Revengers. That's it. There's just some shit going on with that. I think a new
Isn't it over?
Coming.
Or something?
I mean, the manga's ending, and I think the anime is getting a new season right away. And then, let's talk about absolute depression. Kaguya ended. And My Soul is also ended. This is...
You had a good run. Don't have to...
The end of my conscience. And then also following that, Akasaka announced that they are retiring as a mangaka, but they're they're going to focus on story writing instead of drawing manga, which they're writing for Oshinoko right now and not doing the art.
Okay.
And then they also, earlier this year, like a couple months back, were looking for a new manga artist to write another series for. So Very interesting. And then the next movie got a release date, which is December 17th. And then, but it's getting an early showing in a couple weeks at Anime New York. And you'll get an early preview of like the first half of the movie. I'm a little worried about what this movie will cover because it is covering a major arc. But we'll see.
It's like part 1 of like 2 or 3 or something, isn't it?
The movie or like what they're showing in NYCC is gonna be, it's gonna be like the first episode. It's gonna be like split up into TV episodes, so then it'll come out right after the movie hits theaters. So, which will be nice. But I don't know how it's gonna be handled. I don't know how much they're gonna cover because this arc does go into bigger things, and I think they'll just contain it to like the 25 chapters or like so. I can't remember how much it is. But hopefully it's done well. I'm praying. And then Vinland Saga is coming soon, and the theme song dropped, and it was a banger.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have something real quick. It's not really news, but I just wanted to bring it up because we were talking about Ruby Dragon sales.
Yeah.
So Ruby Dragon with 1 volume has done 200,000 copies. Akane Banashi, which everybody views as like a widely successful manga, with 3 volumes has 350,000, which is very good. I just want to shout out PPP with 5 volumes. It has 350,000 as well. I feel like PPP is very generally viewed as like one of the lesser series that's not doing very well. That's really good.
No,
that's really good.
Yeah.
I just wanted to shout that out.
No, absolutely fair. We love PPP.
It totally is doing really good, and at times there are times where I prefer PPP over Akane, but here we are. We got PPP digital, and we got Akane physical. So
yeah,
it's
But also Viz does hate us, so we love Viz. But also, guys, thank you so much for 100 subs. We just hit 100 subs on the Manga Panel channel, so thank you. Yay!
You can expect some kind of video soon, maybe, or maybe not. We'll see.
Maybe don't
wait for
Scheduling
it.
is difficult.
We're terrible at this.
Never really. It's been good. We've been going at this for a couple months now, and it's good to see.
22 episodes now.
Yeah.
It's almost been like what, 6 months? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We've been going at this for a little while, boys, and we're still going strong. So, hope you guys, if you haven't subbed yet, that you do right now, and continue on with us. We're gonna keep on covering Jump every single week. And with that being said, if no one else has anything else they'd like to say, thank you so much for watching this Manga Panel podcast, and we're done. Bye.
We'll see you guys in issue 49.
Woohoo! Bye.